Hi, welcome to the Alleged Podcast. I'm voting for JB Pitzer. How about you? Do you know who it is? JB Pitzer or Pitzer, whatever the fuck his name is, that fat fuck?
No,
No?
That's your friend.
no. I was gonna vote for um mm, I don't remember his name.
Well, you don't know who's running for the Illinois.
That fat guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I see his ads all the time.
Yeah, I see the ads. They're like, he's a fucking crook, and then like they show like.
No, I
Blago.
see ads like from him. His
Yeah,
campaign.
I see that too. The one I fucking hate is when that bitch is like coming up to a camera and it's like, "Hey JB," you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh,
I don't
my
watch his
God.
ads.
No, but
I've seen one and that was it.
It's always like you can't skip the first 5 seconds.
It's
So-
that cringy.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's like it's just like, "Hey JB," and then like they stop the video for a second, like have a freezer of him like, "We asked JB Prisoner a few questions." It's like, "Oh yeah, no shit." I'm being a little loud.
You are being a
Anyways.
little loud.
Yeah.
Also,
Just saying, we're not in our normal environment, kind
I
of.
no, we're in the library, but
But
we are kind of in the back area.
I don't know
around
why
the
you're
corner.
saying kind of, because we are in the back area.
Well, it depends on what you consider the back. They can this could be either the back or all the way back over
the
there.
front doors to the library are over there.
Yeah,
which
so
means that this is the back.
no,
over
this is
here.
technically the side because if you consider those the front doors and the front of the library, the back would be that way.
No, I'm saying the front from the front desk. That's the front desk. This is back. That's the side.
Yeah, so it's either if you consider it from the front desk, we're in the back. If you consider it from the front doors, we're on the side.
Okay.
We're on the left back.
Oh, what do you think?
We
these
are leaning
colors?
left. Which ones?
All of them. It's a color combination.
Those ones?
Yeah.
That looks like Africa's flag. Show it to Zach.
Africa's flag is not pink, guys.
There's nothing wrong with the African flag.
I was stating.
You just watched a movie about diamonds in Africa.
Which one? Oh,
The movie
yeah.
I was watching
going to
yesterday.
The
Wait.
blood diamonds?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't realize there was a movie about blood diamonds until the very end. I really didn't.
I mean, I guess it makes sense. You didn't see the beginning.
I mean,
with
I
me.
thought the guy just had a diamond and he buried it.
Wait, are
and
you talking about? You're talking about the one with Leonardo
Leonardo
DiCaprio?
DiCaprio,
We were
yeah.
just talking about that last night.
Really?
Yeah.
We totally watched it last night.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, have you never saw it before?
Well,
No.
we didn't. I wasn't
Oh.
watching it from the beginning.
I
I was
watched
watching
it.
it.
My dad does this thing where he gets like super obsessive about a movie, and like that was one of the movies he got super obsessive with. He used to watch it like every single
See,
day.
I saw it a couple times on Netflix, but I'm like, I know it's got Leo in it, but it doesn't look all that good. And
Oh,
I
it-
didn't really have
it's-
anything to watch,
yeah.
so
Okay.
I clicked on it.
Spoiler alert. Sorry if you've never seen the movie, but did you like that he died?
I did.
You did?
I did.
See,
I felt like he deserved it, and he learned his lesson, and it was a good death.
Well, I didn't. I only watched it from a certain part, so that's why I didn't realize
Yeah,
it was a
he
blood
was a
diamond
total dick
movie.
in the very beginning.
And so I was like, why is Leonardo DiCaprio like? Why did they give him an accent? Like, this is stupid.
It was a good accent though.
It was, but at the same time, it was
he
like
was supposed to be
what
from
was he
South Africa.
speaking.
He's
South
one
African.
of those
Yeah,
white
okay.
South
Yeah.
I get it.
Africans.
Like
Well, I get it
Candace.
now. Yeah, I get it now. But
Okay,
like
what do you
that
think of that one?
confused me.
The last one. No, stop touching. At the bottom.
What color is on the very left?
Gray.
Oh, couldn't tell if it was like a odd green or gray.
No, it's gray because it's darker than the black next to it.
Are you gonna do all those colors or just like the red, yellow,
no, I do
gray?
all those colors. I mean, it might be like the blue, red, yellow, and black.
Yeah, I like those colors.
Okay.
But I
If you don't know what they're talking about, they're making another bracelet.
she's
Well,
making
I
another
am.
bracelet.
Well, yeah.
The headphones are making an odd sound right now.
They
like
are.
a very staticky sound right now. And I'm not sure what it is.
Well, why don't we? Do you want to stop it really quick and just play it out the audio of your computer? All right, hold on. We're gonna be right back. You know, like Tascam is like Honda basically.
I like this one. The second to last one.
I like the one above it. Yeah, I said it.
Cool. I like this one. Go first.
Which one?
This one.
Yeah, that one. Reminds me of Blue's Clues, honestly.
Oh yeah, we didn't even mention that we technically did skip one podcast. We didn't do last week's.
We didn't do the week before either.
We skipped two.
We skipped two.
Wow.
Where have you been? This is only the second podcast of 2018.
Yeah, that's true. That's fucking crazy.
Which is crazy enough because it's like the third week in February.
Yeah, I did make a thumbnail. I don't know if I ever changed it for the one that I made it for.
I like that one.
I
The
did make a
combination.
thumbnail. No, I didn't change it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not gonna show you the thumbnail now. I'll show you. I'll change it and you can see it.
Because it was gonna fall eventually, so I just did the job. Took out the middleman.
Oh yeah. So did I ever show you my water bottle? Like how there's two holes. There's one right there and there's one here.
Okay.
I guess that's to make it flow out easier or something like that. And like so, basically, our coworker, not you, but
No, we didn't even. We should mention that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
No, we shouldn't.
So
No, we
We're
shouldn't.
gonna.
So
Why not?
No, we
Now-
shouldn't.
They already know.
we
No, they
are
don't
we
know.
are
They
a
do
group
know.
of friends here.
I work
We're all
at
friends
Zach's
here.
Pebbles. store.
Is my significant other. Me and Humna met at our work. Her former
we met at
workplace
Kohl's, okay, and then I met Zach, and then
through me.
through him, and then Zach got me a job at his job.
So now
So
they
I
work
at
together.
Pep Palace.
Yeah.
Well, we don't really work together because
Well,
I leave
I-
when he comes in.
this
Unless.
Swap job. I mean, for now it's good,
Well, right now, I mean, you're only doing register, right? Yeah.
and then next week I do sandwiches,
Yeah.
and then the week after that I do back prep.
Yeah. Back prep's not really hard. It's really just like memorizing like just different
Well, I
shit.
can't even memorize the sandwiches, so
Well, I mean, I still had trouble with that too. I just, a lot of them I
think
remember
my
now.
default thing to do now is do a create your own, and
Yeah.
then Mike will be like, "No, you could have just did this one for future
Yeah.
reference." I'm like, "But you said I could do create your own if I didn't know." That's exactly what I did.
Yeah. Anyways, the only reason I was asking if you were working over the summer, because over the summer, my schedule will probably, I don't know what my hours are going to be. They're probably going to be different than what I had when I first started working there, but I'll probably be working day shifts. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I know they'll definitely be giving me more hours than what I have now, because what I have now
I forgot
is
to
pretty
ask, how much do you get paid?
What?
How much do you get paid? You don't
Huh?
get paid 10, do you?
No.
Mm.
Well, since you're starting out at 9.
Ugh, that's a whole $1 I lost, baby.
yeah.
That's a whole $1.
Yeah, but if you don't, you get enough points, you can get a raise.
Is that what happens?
Well, I guess I don't know if he's implementing the point system yet, but like basically, like you can get a raise, you can get a free sandwich, you get a day off. It's like something like that.
So
It's not like you. It's not
So
like
it's
you.
like a good
It's not like
star.
it's your choice, because I hope he realizes that if they get the choice, they're always going to choose the raise. And
Well, no, I know what you mean. I'm just saying,
Like-
it's just like that's the things that you can get
then
from it.
if you reach 30 points, you get a free sandwich. If you reach
Yeah.
60 points, you get a day off, and if you reach 90 points,
Yeah.
you get
But
a
then the
10-cent
question
raise.
is, what happens if you use them? Are they like...
Well, you can either I'm sure it
Like,
would
what
probably
if
be
you got
like
to
if
those
you
30
got
and then you got to 60, but you never used the
if you
benefit from the
if you
one
got
below.
30, he'd be like, okay, do you want a free sandwich, or you want to how you get rewards points from using your rewards card at Walgreens or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll be like, hey, do you want to use this? You could say no and just keep them
Yeah.
until you get more.
Yeah.
So, by the way, I went to Walgreens this morning because I wanted a box of cereal. They wanted $4.50 for a regular size, not even a family size or anything.
What cereal?
Frosted Mini Wheats.
Uh,
I could just eat those, honestly.
Yeah, I used to just eat them out of the box. When
Well,
I was a
I
kid.
did that too, but then it was hit or miss. It was like, oh, this was a good one, or it was like, this was really plain.
Black.
Yeah.
Those are nasty.
Well, if they don't have enough of the frost on them, then it's like
Exactly.
No, I just don't like
It's a
them in
bad
general.
one.
That's a bad one. That was
But,
a bad one of the bunch.
You know, when I was a kid, I don't even know why I liked doing this, but like I don't think I could do it now because I'd probably get nauseated. But like I'd like to just like either get cinnamon toasted crunch or
Mhm.
frosted flakes,
Mhm.
and then just put them in cereal bowl, put milk in them, and like let it sit for like 10 minutes so it gets all soggy, and then just like eat it all like
Don't make
that.
me puke.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't really. There's no cereal that I really like that.
Yeah,
Me
no,
too.
I don't like it like that now. It's disgusting.
I feel like there was one
I
cereal
want to see. Let
where
me see.
um
Let me see.
I feel like there was one cereal that I did actually, but I don't remember what it is.
You did actually what?
Where I wouldn't mind eating it soggy.
Oh,
Like
okay.
I eat my cereals if they get to that point.
Yeah.
Just 'cause, you know, it's not that bad. It's just
Yeah.
not preferable.
Yeah.
You know, some people are like, this is gross.
Yeah.
Me.
Like my favorite cereal is either Fruit Loops or like Honey Nut Cheerios, and like when they're like hard and you have them in the milk, and it's like it's just
Ooh.
like a good combination.
When
no,
it
once any
comes
cereal gets soggy for me, I'm not eating.
when it comes to Honey Nut Cheerios, I need to have a taste.
No, I fucking love Honey Nut Cheerios.
Babe, look at that. Look at that.
Look at the innovation right there.
And it fell.
I tried.
What did you have for breakfast this morning?
Nothing.
Donuts.
Yeah, me either.
No, literally nothing. I had coffee.
Make donuts with me.
I had like 2.5
Still ate
donuts.
something.
I had 2.5 munchkins. Not
Still
even
ate
donuts.
something.
Yeah, but
I don't know. I wasn't hungry today at all. I have a Nutri-Grain bar in my bag, but like I'm just not hungry for right now. Like,
So I'm doing it more so than you. You're doing a different type of fasting, but
Okay,
I'm
time
doing okay.
Look, what do you think of these colors?
Which
The ones on my lap. Too girly.
no, I don't really like the pink with it.
Really?
Everything
What's
else is
in there?
okay. I don't like that pink. So I'm doing the intermittent fasting where like your dinner is your last meal and then you fast for 16 hours, which includes your sleep. And then so like I really don't eat until like 1 or 2 in the afternoon, and then I stop eating by like 8 or 9, maybe
Yeah.
10. And the shirt that I'm wearing today, this White Sox shirt that I'm wearing today, I hadn't worn it in a while because it was getting a little tight. And I put it on today and it actually feels all right. But the thing is, my scale at home, the battery died on it like as soon as I started doing this, and I haven't weighed myself since I started this, so I'm not really sure. And I haven't been to the gym
Yeah.
in probably like a week and a half.
Yeah, but like but you are introducing your body to fasting, and like the major thing about fasting is that you're teaching your body how to digest food the right way, and then you're also utilizing your own fat.
Exactly.
So as long as are you at least eating like healthy stuff?
Yes and no.
Well, as long as it's like a mix, you're not like completely going dog shit.
No, I'm not like, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I haven't eaten anything, and I can eat my calories in like these 8 hours, so I'm going to eat pizza, donuts, and cereal all day. No, I mean, I'm eating pretty regular like I had been. Yes, I feel more comfortable eating some things, but that's better. I like that
Yeah,
better.
it was really cool.
Um,
That kind of reminds me of like White Sox a little bit. Like if you took out the second to last. No,
the purple?
the purple.
Wait, which way is last?
Well, from I guess that is kind of weird. Never mind. Well, no, 'cause like I think just left to right to me that just seems to make
Yeah,
sense. I don't
Makes
know.
sense.
Whatever. Anyways.
Anyways.
I am doing the 12-hour one, but the 12-hour one it kind of just makes sense. It's just like, you can eat in the morning, and like whenever you eat in the morning, you just stop like 12 hours later. So it's like, and normally I don't even really ever eat after 8 o'clock, so it
Yeah.
just kind of works.
Did
Well-
Mike tell you I almost passed out the other day?
Wait, what?
Mike didn't tell you?
What?
I almost passed out at the register.
You were?
Me.
You were passed out?
I was about to fall, yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
You're getting lightheaded or something?
Yeah, it was like heavy though. It was like, boom, and like I was taking somebody's order, and I was like, okay, just give me one second.
Oh yeah. I mean, like, did you get like that fuzzy tingling feel?
There was no fuzzy tingling feel.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that is. Then, like,
I don't know. And Bob was like, "Are you okay?" You know, Mike told me what happened, and I was like, "Yes, it's been." Although I told him, I was like, "It's been a while since the last time." Like I almost passed out, so I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Because I don't normally eat breakfast, and maybe it could have been because I didn't have anything to drink yet. But
Yeah.
that hasn't happened since the last time I fell on the tub.
You know, I get what you're saying. No, I used to have that problem where I would that for me it was a hydration problem where I would like just like collapse basically. Like, do you know what I'm talking about? Like, you just all your legs just kind of like go numb.
Yeah.
And it's like you just like stomp and you're like, oh, I'm falling now. Like, it's just like that's it.
Well, I don't even think I told you on Thursday, but I totally had a panic attack during class.
What?
I completely had a panic attack.
When I wasn't here or when I was here?
On Thursday during our during Delwyn's class.
You had a panic attack.
It wasn't like a loud one. It was just like one of those internal ones.
The one we had this week?
Yes, this past
Okay,
Thursday.
Now I'm confused. Because I took the money out today, but if you go look at my fucking T-Mobile app, they're not supposed to take it out till Monday.
Okay, babe. Hold that thought.
I hate T-Mobile now.
So yeah, when we were doing our bag presentations,
Oh, okay. No, that makes sense. Because I was thinking, like, if you were next to me, I would have thought, like, is that why you left?
yeah, because we were like, okay, so our professor, we're doing these bag presentations where we brought 3 items that described ourselves. It's a communications class, so it was.
Yeah.
And he put us into groups because it's an interpersonal communications class, so it's like smaller groups speaking in front of each other and getting personal.
Yeah.
And it was like a self-disclosure type of project, and so we were split up into 3 groups of like 5, and
This one?
no, that one, yeah. And I had 3 things. I had my ring, our promise ring, our couple's ring.
Really? What'd you say? You never told me what you said.
Well, we'll get to that. I had our business card,
Yeah, same.
and
I actually gave a business card to that one speech team girl.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was just like, oh, cool. I think she said she edited a podcast or something like that. So, yeah. Anyways, yeah.
And I had my watch because I remember I had my watch in my last
Yeah.
bag too.
You had
And
your watch, baseball, and the business card. Just to remind you, because I remembered.
I don't remember at all. But no, that was the last that was last semester's class that we did it, because this is the second time I've done it at this school for whatever reason. And like, I don't know, we were just going around, and every time I presented something, I started to like feel overwhelmed. I started to heat up. Like, I felt the sweat coming down my forehead.
Yeah.
And my body just got really warm. I started to get really jittery. And I started to get nauseated. And then, like, we were always done pretty quick. Like, we were like, bam, bam, bam. And then he'd come over and be like, all right, now what I want you to do. And I'm like,
Yeah.
stop. Like, I need to get the hell out of here. And so, like, I fought through it. And when we were finally done, just waiting for everybody else to finish, I was like, I gotta get out of here. And so I got up, I got my water, and I walked out of the class. And I went downstairs and I walked outside because I needed some cool air. I took off my jacket, and like, you could see the sweat on the front of my shirt and on my back. Like, my shirt was like almost like soaked.
Yeah.
And I had to stand out there for like 5 minutes and breathe and cool down and drink water and like just chill.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what overcame me, but I was like, I mean, I know what it was. I know it was an anxiety attack.
Yeah.
I don't know why it happened. I guess maybe it's like one thing speaking in front of a class, but it's another thing speaking in front of like 5 other people. Like, right next to each other
Yeah.
about personal things, you know, and I think that's why it happened. It just actually that one wasn't that bad. It just happened, and I was like, okay. And then I came back and I sat back down. I felt okay.
Did your group ask you why you left?
No,
No?
no,
Did you just tell them like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom?
no.
or
When we were
something?
just kind of all done, they kind of started talking, and I just got up and I nonchalantly and I
I
was gonna go to the bathroom.
I really didn't want to be in your group at all because like it just seemed like you had like the two most talkative people in the class, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to deal with that.
No, they're actually pretty cool. That one Jared guy, he works at Dave & Buster's. He's a
Hey.
supervisor at Dave & Buster's.
Hey.
Dave
I
&
like
Buster's.
Dave & Buster's.
So like, and he's like, you know, you guys ever show up, it won't even be like discounts. It'll be like free tickets.
Ooh.
Hello. You should be making friends with him.
We'll see.
You won't do it for my sacrifice, or you won't sacrifice for me.
I'm not gonna play the guy. Like if I do this, I
Why
actually want to
not?
know the
People
guy.
play each other all the time.
No, that's.
Do you think this is a game?
And that other girl that was in Larissa, she's like, I try to take a vacation like every like 3 months.
Yeah.
She must have
Yeah.
money because
And I was
very
like-
unrealistic.
She's like, just so I can get away and stuff. And I'm like, you know, that's a great idea, but I don't make that kind of money.
Yeah. You see, like,
And I don't know where if she gets her money.
I always think about like Casey, like, because he basically talked about how he never had any money because he was always traveling, and then he would come back, like, well, I guess I'm gonna work now for a few more months and then just travel again. And it's like I can't imagine
Some
like,
people do that though.
doing that.
Some
You
people
can't
that's
do that.
that's some people's mindsets. Like they'll work as hard as they can, they'll save up a bunch of money, and then they'll spend it all.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
No.
That just it makes it feel wasteful. It
Is it-
really feels wasteful to me.
I think it's just because me and you are all about like material. We're very materialized, whereas Casey's not. Because like he owned a bunch of cameras, but he's broken a bunch of them. He's owned a bunch of booster boards, broken a bunch of them, and they're just kind of like things in his life. And I think
I mean, right now he really doesn't have to worry about it because
no, 'cause
he's
he's a success now.
yeah.
But I think in a way, him having to be a part of his life came along with his success because it made him an interesting person. Whereas, you know, if somebody else was going to vlog from New York and, like, say they had his exact job, but they didn't do anything, they never left the city, maybe they wouldn't have been famous.
Right.
It's just, it's a whole nother thing.
Like, I don't know. I'm so attached. And I know this is bad, and I'm trying to get over it. I've been trying to get over it, but I'm like, I feel bad for, like, spending $7 on myself, you know?
No, I'm fine with that.
No,
Anything over
I just-
25 that I get a little like about.
I'm such a priority person that like I
It's
need.
also because, you know, we already established that we have to save a certain amount to get where we want to go.
Well, there's
Yeah.
that, and there's like living week to week with my checks, and also like, you know, we're pretty good in the savings right now, and we're pretty set for the next couple of weeks with the tax refund and the check you got from the school, but like not only am I trying to build up the savings, but I'm trying to build up my checking account so I do have a little bit of spending money, cuz like right now the checking or the savings account has all the money that's in the savings account is like that's enough money for the established thing that we're saving for. So it's like there's not even like if we take that out,
have no
we're
wiggle room.
behind. Like
Everything we make goes to our savings, basically.
basically.
Yeah.
Except what, like about $200?
Well, yeah, that's why I started doing. Well, I'm not doing Postmates anymore because I think last time I announced that I was doing Postmates.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that anymore. I'm doing Uber.
Uber Eats.
Uber Eats, where I deliver food. And that's why I'm doing it because if
I actually like that one.
I'm trying. I don't know. I guess I'd have to see it in a bracelet form.
It just seems like it has a good flow.
Yes, it does. And it's got blue like you like, and it's got red like I
Okay.
That's probably like my favorite one, honestly, out of all of them. At least I've seen.
Okay.
Keep it in the favorites.
I'm trying to like I'm doing this Uber Eats because like each week I need like a $250 quota to meet, because it's like, honestly, like, for self-disclosure, we need to put $125 each into the savings each week
In
Yeah.
order to make about $5,000 for us
by
to leave.
July 1st.
Yeah.
Because, like, my Arizona State application was just processed yesterday.
And if you do get accepted, do they want you to come in earlier?
Well, that's why we have it, because I don't think the semester is going to start until August, but that's why we need that number by July 1st.
Are they a trimester place?
I don't
or
think
no?
so,
They're
no.
normal. Okay.
Pretty sure they're normal.
Yeah, because well, no, because Alexa at UCLA, they do trimesters, and she had a midterm, I think, in like two, like, it seemed like 3 weeks or something. Just, I don't know.
Good. I didn't like that one either.
Just the trimester thing.
Like-
No,
that
but
kind
I
of.
think you're only like that because if you think about it, we have to save up because we want to go to Arizona, which means there's a lot of stuff we've got to buy, and then there's also stuff we need now to sustain ourselves.
Right.
You
And
know,
that's
we
why
spend
I'm like, I need
$60 on
125 for the
groceries,
savings,
gas,
and
everything.
I need to use that other half for weekly bills, you
Yeah.
know? Like, this week's gonna not suck, but
Suck.
only because I have my phone bill this week.
Oh,
And that's
okay.
$50. Like,
Yeah.
like, my biggest spending is really gas, but gas has been kind of cheap lately. Like, I filled up yesterday. Like, I
In
really didn't
Orland-
need to fill up until, like, tomorrow, really. But I filled up today because I found it for $2.29 a gallon.
Yeah.
And I was like, if I don't get it now, it's gonna shoot up.
One of the gas stations by Orland Park Mall was $2.20.
Oh, really? Man, I wish I would have known that. Because I would have totally drove
See, the
out
thing
there.
is, it's like you drive all the way out there and you're just the
Well,
trip.
It
Isn't it
depends.
worth it?
It depends, because my whole thing is, if I'm at the end of a tank, it doesn't really matter, because
True.
if I fill up, I like that one. If I fill up, it's really not that much gas that you're wasting from, like, Orland to where we live. It's not that much gas, so, 'cause my car is, I think I can go like 200, a little over 250 miles per tank.
Yeah.
And, Orland's like 5 miles away, so it's really not that big of a
Yeah.
hitch. And my mom because I used to go like a couple miles away to get my gas, because there's a gas station that was always low. And my mom's like, you're wasting that couple extra cents you're trying to save because you're driving all the way out there. I'm like, it's really not making a big of a difference if I'm at the end of a tank anyways. But yeah, so gas is like my biggest expenditure each week, and sometimes groceries. I mean, we're pretty good on groceries these past few weeks, like no more than $35 a week, or each a week, because we split groceries.
I don't even know. I mean, 30 together?
No,
Typically,
Oh,
it's
okay.
like
if
each of
like-
us.
Oh, okay.
If we plan it out well enough, it's like 60, maybe even 70 pushing it.
Yeah.
But there was one time there was totally like a $90 grocery bill
Yeah.
we had. And it wasn't
Yeah.
even, it didn't even make sense because it was like we brought normal groceries. I think it was just all the snacks.
I was like, we
Yeah.
can't do that again.
I know that there is like a different amount of people in like our households, but like my grandmother, whenever she goes out for groceries, it's always like $100 to $200.
Well, when
I
my
was telling
mom,
him, like when my parents used to go grocery shopping, like even when it was just me, the girls, and then mom and Aline, that was still like a $200 grocery bill right there.
Yeah.
when my mom goes like big grocery shopping, like once a month, she'll be like, all right, take me to the because the Walmart by us is like, I honestly feel like that Walmart was built for overstock, because like it's just a shitty ass Walmart, and there's like, they don't really have like a grocery section. They do, but it's not like, this Walmart's more for like material stuff, not for like food. Like they have dry food, but like their frozen section is pretty limited, especially in their produce section. Like produce, you don't go there for fruit because they barely have any fruit.
Yeah.
And so my mom's like, take me to the big Walmart out over here, and she'll spend like, $200. So I'm really surprised that for your house it's as low as it is, because my mom will spend $200 on me, her, and Humna.
Well, see, usually what happens is they'll go to like Jewel and then some other place. That'll usually be like 150, and then like they'll go to Costco, and
I
that's
think
like another $200.
Okay, well, I think that's
So maybe like 300.
my mom doesn't. My mom isn't really picky like that. Like, there's some people that would be like, okay, we got to go to Walmart because they have these sales, and we got to go to Jewel because they have these sales, and then we'll go to Food for Less because they have these sales.
Well, that's what they do too.
My mom's like, take me to Walmart. That's it. Oh yeah, I like those ones.
Yeah, I like that one too, actually. Anyways, yeah. I
was gonna say, you notice how like it's weird because we buy groceries weekly, and then your mom kind of buys groceries weekly, and yet she never gets like I don't know. I don't feel like she gets groceries only because she doesn't really get meats unless she cooks.
See, that's the thing though. She
you guys don't have
only
any,
gets
like no lunch meat.
We do. Okay, so my mom gets meats during her big time shopping. Like that once a month, that's when she buys her chicken, her ground beef, her whatever else. Other than that, she doesn't really, because she only likes to get her meats from like the certain places that she usually goes. So like she doesn't get it from Jewel really. She doesn't get it from the other Walmart because they don't really have any. And so the only time she can really access that is when I take her out to the Walmart. And
I know, but like even because normally when we go grocery shopping, we buy the meats and everything because I typically make dinner throughout the week, which doesn't bother me. But like the last 2 weeks, we asked your mom, okay, look, is there something specific you want? And I feel bad because she never really tells us exactly what she wants, because if she did, I wouldn't mind making it.
she's not like that though,
as long as it's
because
not pork.
she's not like that just because, she, like I said, she doesn't, like, we buy for specific meals each week. She buys to last. So she doesn't really plan anything. She just buys the essentials. And, like, she knows meats are essentials, so she buys the meat she likes, and then she'll figure out what to make with it later. And what's wrong with that is that, like, you typically, when you do that, you start to make, like, the typical things that you always make, so you start to routine yourself into a few dishes, and that's kind of what she does. She'll be like, oh, do you want this or this? Because, they're easy to make for her because she works a lot and she's tired, and that's why she doesn't typically make dinner a lot, which is okay, and that's why we started kind of picking it up. And so that's just kind of, I told her, I'm like, well, maybe we should start shopping week to week for like meals and stuff, and then the monthly thing could be like for snacks and like for school and work and like lunch stuff. And she's like, yeah, but I know she's not going to do that. So I mean, we're kind of doing that now, so it not really matter.
I don't know. The only reason why I do it week to week is because, besides the fact coming from a big house, I always thought that would make sense. That way I got whatever meats I wanted, and I made sure I cooked them before they went bad and stuff.
Well, it was probably easier to do that for you guys to plan out because you had a big family. For me and her, it was just like, what do you want? Okay, what do you want? Okay, that's fine. We're good.
Right.
And plus, being a kid and her being a single mom, she kind of decided what we were having for dinner as a young child anyways. And so, and I wasn't really a picky eater, so it didn't really bother me whatever she bought, and usually it would be kind of the same routine-ish. And so it wasn't really issue for her. That's kind of, but now that I'm like evolving into like a food person, like not just I like to eat food, but like knowing what I'm eating and stuff like that, it's different for her because she's trying to eat healthy, and she does, but she doesn't change what she eats. Like, there's no, like, ooh, maybe I should try making this. Or she's just like, I know this is good for me, so I'm going to make this. And that's just kind of like a week-to-week thing.
Yeah. Like, last night, I had some more salmon. It's fucking great.
I saw that picture, and I was like,
dude,
yes,
it was
that
lit.
gave me, like, I've only had salmon a couple of times.
Seriously? Fucking love salmon.
He's not a big fish person, so I think the only fish with him I've cooked was tilapia, because I still want to cook shrimp. And the last time I had salmon, my dad cooked it, So I don't really have like my own recipe. Because
Yeah.
normally when I cook, I go off recipes that my mom did, or one that we both found that we liked, or something like that.
Yeah.
Because I always told them, I was like, I don't want to be like one of those people to get into a routine. That's why at least once a week I try to get a new recipe and try it out and see where that goes.
Just try it out.
Right.
Right, Tyler?
It's just that he's not a big fish person, so kind of don't go to the fish side.
I mean, I'm down to try it out because I tried the tilapia and
Try
I
it
thought it
out.
was good. I mean, I don't want you to think that, like, just because you make something doesn't mean that's why I don't like it. It's like,
I know.
because, like, we made that chicken and pasta dish the other day, and I don't like fatty chicken. You know, I don't like fat in general. So I ate the chicken and I ate a piece of fat, and fat for me, it like turns everything off. Like,
See, I love
if
fat.
I hate it. I
See,
absolutely.
it's not like it was like the little gristle part on the chicken.
Yeah.
Because it was like chicken strips, really.
Yeah.
And I was supposed to actually cut it smaller. But being that we were also making brownies and stuff, and I was making a salad, it was like, okay, I'll just clean it off a little bit and then I'll cook it. I didn't realize how much he really didn't like that part.
Like, I ate a piece of fat and I wasn't hungry anymore. Like, that's what fat does to me. Like, it takes my appetite away. And I saw that she, like, you can tell me that you didn't, but I know you were kind of down about that.
I wasn't down about it. I was just, I don't know.
And you shouldn't have been, because it wasn't your fault.
I know it wasn't.
It's just like, I don't like fat.
No,
and
in my eyes, I think you just overreacted a little, because he like spit it out and then he just looked at me like with the most disgusted face, and I'm like, you've never accidentally ate a chicken wing with fat on it, like.
And I have the
really?
exact same reaction. I lose my appetite right away. It wasn't that particular dish. It's just when I'm eating something, when something's in my mouth, like, I enjoy food. When something's in my mouth that I don't enjoy, I get disgusted real fast. And, like, it's like, I don't vomit, but I'm just like, I gotta get away from this. I gotta get away from it right now.
For me, like, you can tell me, like, say I'm like eating something, I don't know what the fuck it is. I'm like, oh wow, this is really good. Like, what is it? Like, some guy would tell me, like, oh, it's pig's asshole. And I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, I can still eat it as long as I like the taste of it. But if I see, for me, it's like visuals. Like, if I see something on TV, or if like something, like if my dog vomited on the floor, I would not want to eat after that. I'd be done.
See, no, if my dog vomits on the floor while I'm making lunch, I pick it. That doesn't bother me.
No. You know,
But
when I was a kid and we had our old dog Cody at my old house in Oak Lawn, whenever that fucking dog would vomit, I would vomit too. And it was just like my mom had to clean up 2 piles of vomit. Then it was like, oh no.
God.
But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so I mean, it's like, even it's just like little things. Like sometimes, like, I can't even watch horror movies when I want to eat food, cause like some of the gore, I just like, it just turns me off.
No, I don't.
The thing that's weird though,
because I know it's just fake.
the thing that's weird though is like a lot of gory movies that like aren't horror movies, like they don't turn me off. Like I could watch a war movie, I could watch like any Quentin Tarantino movie, doesn't matter. But the one movie that did get me, that like I was like, I can't eat after this, was, have you ever seen the movie Drive with what's his name? The guy who's in a Notebook. What's his
Ryan
name?
Gosling?
Yeah, you ever seen the movie Drive?
Really?
Drive.
I love that soundtrack. So yes, I've seen the movie.
Well, you know that scene where that chick gets her fucking head blown off?
Yeah.
Yeah, that, like, I ruined it for me. Like, I love the movie, but I couldn't eat it. Like, I think I was eating, maybe it was
Probably some
McDonald's.
soup.
I think it was McDonald's, and like, I think I just like put down my burger. I was like, yeah, I can't. I'm gonna watch the movie now, but I'm not eating now. It ruined it for me.
I've always had like a strong stomach when it came to stuff like that. Because, like, I can name a number of times, like, my sister's puked in front of me, and if I'm eating, I'm still eating. Now, if I start to smell it, that's different. If I see it, I'm okay. Now, once I smell it, then all hell breaks loose.
I'm with that, too. Yeah,
But
smelling, yeah.
I don't think there's actually any movie that's made me not eat. I think it might be, like, one scene out of probably Final Destination.
No,
Other
that's
than
not even that.
I can eat when it comes to a horror movie. Like, I get to munching.
You ever seen Hostel?
Yeah.
The first one and the second one?
Yeah.
Second one doesn't get me too bad. The first one, when the fucking Asian chick has her eye popping out, I couldn't eat watching that. There's no way I could eat during that. I'd totally be turned off from that. That movie scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. Oh my god.
See, I'm one of those people where my mom always makes fun of me because I like to have a pillow with me when I watch a horror movie. And it's like I'll cover my face and you think I don't see the movie, but I see everything. It's just I have that comfort of the pillow protecting me.
Yeah, I got
I'm
you.
okay. Because I used to do that all the time as a kid. And my mom's like, why are you still here watching horror movies with me if you're so scared? I'm like, because it's a good movie. And then she'd try and test me. And she'd be like, okay, so what just happened? And then I tell her, she's like, oh, so you do watch. I'm like, yeah, I just got a pillow to protect me.
What was the movie that gave you like a really bad nightmare? Like, what do you think was like the worst movie for that?
See, it's not even the movie itself. You know, like the whole Saw franchise.
Yeah.
The only part about that, like even now when I see the movie, it's that doll. That doll creeps the shit out of me. So every time the doll comes on, I'll close my eyes.
Yeah.
Like even now, I will close my eyes. But other than that, I can watch the rest of the movie.
Yeah, okay, I got you.
And I remember when I was a kid, I first saw Chucky. And I'm one of those people where I like to sleep on the edge of my bed.
Yeah.
Only because I feel like I've never fallen off the edge of my bed, and I used to have a bunk bed, but it's just like, I don't know, I feel comfortable. I don't like sleeping close to the wall because I'm like, somebody can suffocate me or like pound my head in. I don't know. Sleeping on the edge is like the easiest way for me to get up and get into action. But once I saw that Chucky movie, I was like, no, I'm just going to lay in the middle of the bed. I'm going to make sure my arm's not dangling off. I'm going to make sure I'm not close to the wall. I'm going to make sure the closet doors are closed. Like, it was little things like that. And then as I got older, I couldn't leave the closet door open. Like, not even, like, no, even now, I was like that a little bit. Like, it doesn't bother me, but it's just like such a habit where I have to close the closet door.
Yeah. And
my dad used to make fun of me because I like to leave my blinds open. Not fully open, but not completely closed. Yeah,
and
like
I would just shut those fuckers, yeah.
No, I like to leave them open, and I think it's kind of because I like to see if anything's coming at me. I don't know. It's just weird. It's like I'm not scared of the dark. Like I can sleep in pitch darkness if I really have to. I just feel better if there's some light coming in. And my dad, me and him used to argue all the time about that. He's like, "Oh, people can look in your window." I'm like, "They can't. Like you can go outside and try and look in my window where it's light coming in, but it's not wide enough for you to see me."
Yeah.
It's like where it's just slanted right there.
Well, like even when I take a shower, like in my bathroom upstairs, or I take a piss, like I always shut the blinds. But like if you go outside, like nobody can literally ever look in that window. Like you can barely see in it at all.
Well, that's what my mom is like at night. You know, we might have the blinds open in my room, and she'll be like, shut your blinds. And I'm like, Mom, behind us is literally like, it's a condo building, but it's like our blinds are, you're not going to see through this tiny window all the way over there.
Yeah.
You got like some binoculars.
Like, it's our building, the parking lot for our building, then a fence, then their parking lot, and then the building. So there's quite a distance between our building and their building. You're not going to see through our tiny window. And there's our building in the middle. Like our building's kind of the middle building. But there's 5 buildings across. So it's like, what are the chances that we're the one window that they're going to be looking at?
And I know she was freaking out that one day that there was those people out on their balcony. She's like, oh, they're totally seeing into your window. And I wanted to say, I'm like, no, they're really not. No one's got that good of a... No. Because we were like watching TV or something and our blinds was open. And they have a balcony behind us. And so, you know, when the weather is nice, they're going to go out on their own balcony.
But yeah, it's like winter. Nobody...
Right.
Who's outside right now?
Yeah. Going back to like the bed thing though, when I was really young, I hated the dark. So like when I was a kid, I'd shut my blinds, close my closet door, close my door, and then like I would like literally sleep under my covers, like my head, my whole body, except my feet.
See, I never did that. Like my little sister, you have to go in her room at least sometime during the night to uncover her head because she wraps herself like a fucking caterpillar in her blanket. So I've got to like pull it off of her because I'm like, you're gonna suffocate yourself. Because she wraps, it's not even like a loose wrap, it's like a tight ass wrap. I'm like, how do you do this? Like, are you trying to suffocate yourself? Are you trying to, do you think you're going to morph into a butterfly or something? Like, what is this? I don't understand. And then I understood as I got older that my little sister talked in her sleep. Because I know some nights when we would watch a horror movie, she would watch it with us, and she'd have her little nightmares and stuff.
Yeah.
But she would be talking.
Yeah.
And so I'd be freaking out and be like, what's going on? And then I go in her room and she's asleep, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
So it got to the point where it was just like, I'm just going to, like, keep your door closed a little bit so I don't hear it.
Yeah.
But I know when I was younger, when I first started watching horror movies, I was scared of the dark. And then I used to have, you know, my little old school iPod dock.
Oh,
so if they closed my blinds, at least I still had my little light, and that's how I knew I was safe. I'm like, okay, I've got that blue light. I can't see far, but it's close to me, so I'm all good.
Yeah, yeah. No, I used to, like, I guess when me and my brother first moved in to the house we live in now, we did have a nightlight, but then like now at some point I think we took it out, and then I don't want any light at all in my room when I'm trying to sleep. Like, I have the fucking router in my room, so I just take my my jacket, I just like put it in front of it, so I don't want to see the fucking lights flickering. And then like my TV light, I usually put like a sock in front of it. Like I try to make sure there's nothing annoying me, because then I'm like, okay.
That's very, very particular.
I know, but I just get so fucking annoyed by it. I'm like, I'm not fucking dealing with this.
I remember over the summer when you used to take your naps, like, you would close the curtains and everything.
Yeah, I mean, I have blackout curtains, and, like, they're probably best when it is summer. But, like, I mean, they're good at any time because, like, daytime.
I like it when it's movie night.
I don't know. When it's a nighttime out, blackout curtains don't really make a difference to me. During the day is, like, when I think they're generally used for.
Yeah.
I mean, the only reason I don't really shut them too often is because they're not a pain in the ass to open and shut, but then again, that they are kind of a pain in the ass to open and shut. So, I don't know. I just get lazy sometimes, and they're either open or they're closed, or one's open and one's closed. The only one that I probably do the most often is the one where the main window, because I have like a side window, but that's not really anything, because like all I see out the side window is the building next to us. The one in my room, in the back of my room, is where you can see like more, but I mean that's really the only reason I use blackout curtains.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want any light. I just no fucking light. Well, now when I take a nap though, it's like during the day. I don't give a fuck. You can have the blinds open or whatever. Doesn't really matter. But I don't know. But like what I was gonna say though is like I said, I used to like sleep under my covers and shit. And like I think at like one point I just was like, oh god, it's so fucking hot. And I think I just like lifted like all my covers off except for like maybe like just around this area. And I was like, yeah, this is like way better. Fuck you, monsters. I don't give a fuck.
When I first met you and we went to your house for the first time, and I was like, why the hell does he have a comforter on his bed when it's like about to be summer? That was the first thing I noticed about his room, because I'm like, I don't like heat. I don't like sleeping in the heat.
Yeah.
Once it gets warm, like even now, like I sleep under a sheet if he takes the blanket. Like it doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
But the fact that he had a fucking winter comforter on his bed, and it was the middle of fucking summer.
I'm just not particular about season change. Like when seasons change, I don't go in my house and I'm like, okay, got to get rid of the comforter now because it's November or December 1st or whatever. And I gotta put the I don't know.
But didn't you ever notice like those nights when you came over to my house, I didn't have my blanket was in my closet.
I don't know.
I don't like sleeping under a lot of stuff.
I mean, it's not a big deal to me to just push the blanket to the side, because I know
it ends up on the side of the bed.
Because I know I'll still get, if I get warm or if I get cold, I'll bring the comforter. If I get warm, I'll take it off.
I don't know. I judged you very hard because you had a comforter in the middle of fucking summer.
No.
And somehow we're still here.
Yeah. It's been 51 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
I think we're done here.
Yeah, I think so too.
All right.
What episode is this?
46.
Holy shit.
I think we've been climbing to 50 for like the past 8 years.
Yeah. We'll get there. We'll get there.
No, we're going to disband at 49.
Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, though, the last few podcasts we do, we'll have some guests on.
Yeah, we had 2. We were supposed to have 1 today.
Yeah.
And then we were supposed to have another today. And then,
Yeah.
then it was just us.
Nobody likes us. It's over. Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Well, bye.
All right, good night.
Bye.